Did you watch Raw last night? I didn't.
Yes, I did.
Oh god. How was it?
I stayed awake, and the last hour, I just knocked out. I was just done.
Oh, I bet.
You know, I was just
God.
like, couldn't do it anymore. Once, pretty ironic. Once Retribution came out, I think that's when I fell asleep. Actually,
I'm
not
dead.
not even kidding.
I hate you, John. God. Group fucking sucks.
Bro, their song
Oh my
just
god.
irks me.
Shit is so bad.
It's
It's just noise.
Bro, I don't even want to talk about it.
It reminds me of fucking Blacksmith theme song. It's just noise.
Okay. You hear me out the good mic, right? Alright, cool. Could you hear it outside at all?
No,
Nice.
not like at all.
You hear me out the good mic, right? Plug. Okay. Jerry Juice says, "Yo, what's going on, man?
So,
How's it going?
what up,
Welcome,
man?
welcome to the show." Or, oh fuck, I gotta send out my tweets.
I'm dead. I gotta pull up chat.
All right. Now for this tournament, what are we at? Ciampa and Gargano in the finals for the NXT Championship. Here we go. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen, the greatest rivalry in WWE history. All right, take a drink of my nice cold Sprite before we start. If I could get it open.
Yes. Bruh.
There we go.
Nice.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. I'm not too loud, am I?
A little too loud.
Okay. The only bad thing about when... Am I good now?
Keep talking.
The only bad thing about when we do it
I think it's good.
when we're like looking at each other is the mic is turned sideways, so it kind of gives off
Yeah.
like that we're a little far away, but not too much. But anyway, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to yet again another edition of the Notorious Heels podcast. And on this edition, man, we got Notorious Unscripted, bro, and we got a couple topics to talk about, mainly about Raw and about wrestling video games, ladies and gentlemen. I believe this is, I know we talked about it before, but I think this is the first time we're like talking about it on here, I guess. So we'll be kind of giving our thoughts or whatever about some news that we'll go over in just a second. But thank you guys for clicking onto the video, man. Obviously, here we have Notorious Unscripted, which is, you know, our show where we basically just come on here. It's during any day of the week. It's just random, mainly Monday or Tuesday, sometimes Wednesday, and sometimes on a Sunday. Never really on a Thursday, and never really on a Saturday, and never on a Friday. And why is it never on a Friday, you may ask? Because on Friday, we have the news podcast, man. And the news podcast, we got predictions, news, rumors, whatever, man, whatever. We're going over on Friday. So, but for today, obviously, the title is Notorious Unscripted. So
Hell yeah.
that means that it is unscripted. We have no notes as to where in the news. We have notes, obviously, pretty self-explanatory. So yeah, we don't got no notes or anything, so we just go over whatever we want. But if you guys, if this is your first time watching us and you guys do not know who I am one half of the host of this podcast, Johnny Mayhem. And as for the other half, we got my man Sir K. How's it going?
It's going good, bro. It's going good. Just chilling around today, man. I was gonna put up these other Christmas lights in my room, but it was annoying as fuck. So I'm just saving it for tomorrow. Other than that, bro, just cool. I'm just cool and waiting for that PS5 this weekend. Other than that, bro, that's it, man. That's it. But what about you, bro? How you been?
Pretty good, man. I forgot you had Christmas lights in your room. I was actually looking at some today. I kind of want to buy them, but I kind of like how, like, it's only a little bit in my room. I don't know.
Yeah,
Probably not. I kind of, I don't know. I think I'll just keep it how it is now. But yeah, I feel you, bro. Where'd you want to put them?
Above my door, over like the trim of my door and my closet, so it like goes around that corner, basically.
I see. Yeah, man. But yeah, I mean, it's just a normal day. Back to work, so that was fun.
Yeah.
Trying to get managers to give you a forklift license is like the hardest thing in the world. Apparently, I did not know that, but I'll tell you after the show. It's super like long and irritating story. I don't even know why people come to work I don't even know what the point of a manager is at that point, but I'll just leave it at that. Some people just are ridiculous and do not know how to do their fucking job. And then there's the most simplest thing. Help me help you. You know what I mean? But they don't want to help me, so they don't get helped. That's how it goes, man. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, man, it's just a day of work. So yeah, that was my day. Nothing special, man. Just kind of hung out. Just went to work. Another 9-hour day. So yeah. But I'm off.
Yeah.
I'm off for the next couple days here. So yeah, man.
Nice.
Yeah, good for me. So yeah, bro. Just waiting for that Ultimate Fiend to ship out. But yeah, that's pretty much my day, man. So I can't believe I have to wait till mid-December for Keith Lee. I'm kind of depressed about that. I won't get to see him for a while. Figure looks so beast. Yeah. So anyway, man, what do you want to talk about first, bro? You want to talk about Raw or you want to talk about AEW games, man?
Damn. Well, let's probably talk about Raw first. Get the bad out of the way first.
Man, Raw, bro.
What happened on that show?
That's what I wanted to talk about, Raw. That's what I wanted to talk about with Raw, bro. Exactly what you just uttered, bro. What happened on Raw? This show is just utterly useless, man. Literally nothing happened yesterday, bro. Literally nothing. The only thing we got a glimpse of happening is WWE is looking like it is shaping up for the quick fixes for Survivor Series. So we're getting a title match with Drew and Randy. We're getting another title match with Hurt Business and the New Day.
God.
So it looks, and they do this every year, so this doesn't really come as a shock to me, but WWE is looking like they're going to do all their quick fixes for Survivor Series. And I was watching JD yesterday, man, and he mentioned something. He mentioned something that's very true, and I didn't even think about it like this until he mentioned it. If you look up and down this card, it is all face versus face and heel versus heel matches. I mean, if you look at New Day and Street Profits, baby faces. Sasha and Asuka, baby faces. The New Day and baby faces. Sami Zayn versus Bobby Lashley, heels. And then Roman versus Randy heel versus heel, and I do not want to see that match, first of all, but
Oh,
are they
God.
really going to put the title right back onto Drew?
That would be fucking, like, why at that point, man?
Yeah, I was going to say, if that was the point there, then what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Ended this feud right after Survivor Series.
Yeah.
This fucking point.
We got AJ Styles and Matt Riddle giving everybody in the group code names for their...
Unique, wait. It's not Matt Riddle anymore.
Oh, actually it is.
Riddle.
AJ Styles called him Matt Riddle on television.
I'm dead.
He said our missing piece, Matt Riddle. And then the next time he said it, you knew he fucked up. He knew he fucked up because the next time he said it, he called him Riddle. But
it's great.
it was funny as fuck. Yeah, so according to AJ, man, he's still Riddle, or he's still Matt Riddle. Which, hey, I gotta be on AJ's side, man. But we got Matt Riddle on the team now, and he was giving everybody code names in the group. I guess
God.
I can't even remember them. They were so retarded. All I remember, the one part I was really thinking about, man, was when Sheamus got in his face and he said, "What's your nickname, Dopey?" And I thought to myself, God, I love Sheamus. I'm like, what an underappreciated mid-carder or upper mid-carder, bro. Like, I don't know, man. It's just something about. I mean, I've liked Sheamus ever since I was a kid, but man, I love his, like, just a prick persona. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Like, I
dig it.
with Sheamus, I feel like they have literally put him like every step of the way where he's just in these just awful storylines, man. I mean, you talk about the one with Jeff.
God.
He's always made to look like an idiot in the end. I think that's the problem with like his new character. But like, man, if they really ran with that, like, I would totally be up to see like what they do with that character, because like I don't know. I just love his prick persona. I just really love it. But so he called Matt Riddle a dopey, and Matt Riddle ended up revealing that was actually his Survivor Series code name. So what do you fucking know?
Oh God.
He called. Oh, this is the one I remember. I honestly can't remember the other ones, but this is just a glimpse on how bad they were. AJ's name was Skippers. So
Skippers?
That was his Survivor Series code name. He gave a whole bunch. I think Sheamus was like Fireball or Firehead or Headfire or something like that.
Oh,
just stupid ass names. So we got this team. They're all fucking bickering and whatever. So more awfulness on Raw. No Bray on the show. We got a little bit of subtle like hints of him in the backgrounds of McIntyre and Orton. Fuck, what else is on the show? Lana's getting put through tables again. Apparently, I'll spill the beans on some speculation right now, man. But apparently, this comes as a huge shock. But Nia Jax could have potentially injured someone else this year. As if fucking 20 people wasn't already enough. And it's Mandy Rose as the person. Yeah, what a shocker, man. Nia Jax, one of the safest in the ring. Injuring somebody else. So what do you fucking know, man? Gee, bro, I don't know why somebody like Mustafa has gotten such little opportunity, but somebody who continuously fucks up, and not even in a way of getting over or fucking up a promo line or having a botch, or no, that doesn't even apply for her. That doesn't even apply for her because she fucking does it all the time. But not in this fucking up, meaning not, like I said, fucking up a promo or getting over. She's not getting over. She is injuring people. Seriously injuring people. Like, most likely was the reason that Kairi Sane said, fuck it. This wrestling shit isn't going to be forever. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, I'm going to leave now before I fucking die in the ring with fucking Nia Jax. Because they, had to have Kairi Sane wrestle Nia Jax for 15 times in a row. Before Kairi Sane finally packed up her bags and said, fuck this company. But, yeah, so Nia Jax continuing to, we'll bring you more on the story on Friday, man, but Nia Jax continuing to fucking injure people on this godforsaken show, and she puts Lana through a table for the 70th time in the row.
God.
What else happened on this fucking show?
The one thing I know, is that garbage ass 7-way 24/7 title match.
Oh fuck! I was just thinking about that. I was debating on whether I was gonna bring it up or not. I heard this from JD last night too, and it really made my mind wander off, man. He mentioned how when Drew Gulak was a free agent for those that day and a half, that 2 days, 3 days, and he was a free agent back in the summer. What the fuck was going through this guy's head? I mean, seriously. What the fuck? I mean, listen, man. I understand we're going through a pandemic or whatever, but Drew, you don't think New Japan would, want to pick you up, or you don't think AEW would want to have you as one of their, up-and-comers or whatever, man? I mean, what the fuck was going through your head? And he was he was in the 24/7 title picture, and I don't know if he was in the 7-man match, but I know he got his ass whipped by the Hurt Business. Well, I mean, seriously, man, what the fuck was going through this guy's head?
Bro. New Japan took in fucking Nick Miller. Who do you think they're not? Who wouldn't take in Drew Gulak, bro? Every company would be up. Impact, bro. You don't even gotta be a name to go to Impact, bro. You show up at the tapings and they'll just fucking okay, you're here, I guess now. It's bro, this is a man who's great at what he does and can go anywhere. I don't know what was going through his mind, man, but he picked the wrong choice, bro. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Look what this man's doing now. God.
Oh yeah. 100%, man, 100%. Apparently, I found out about Impact too. I was watching Miro's Talk is Jericho last night. That just came out with it. Jericho mentioned, that guy Don Callis that was on commentary for Kenny's match. Apparently, he's his family is one of the richest in Winnipeg, so it makes sense why they're signing all these people to Impact, because they're rich as fuck.
That makes sense. Damn, what the fuck? Damn,
Fucking
why can't they get
Impact.
Impact on normal TV then?
I know. Well, probably because nobody wants it, because it has the reputation of, TNA, so that obviously that has a reputation for being a failed WWE competitor. But anyway, yeah, bro. Miro's another guy too. I don't know what the fuck I don't know what the hell they got him doing. They always mention oh, we wanted to bring you to AEW with purpose. And I think to myself, I'm like, Kip Sabian was his purpose? Okay.
Get the fuck out of here.
He is way above that, man. But, man, I was watching that Eddie Kingston promo where he's crying after the match, and he's saying, you guys think this is a character, but this is really all I have. Man, and I'm thinking to myself, they would be fools if they ever do give the title back to Mox. They would really be fools not to have Kingston be the one to take it off of him then. Because obviously now we're looking more at Kenny taking it off of him. But they really would be fools not to have something like that happen with Kingston. And I would advise them to do that within the next 2 years before AEW is flooded with breakout guys. Because, man, his story is a story that I would really like to see pay off eventually. You know what I mean? Having him win the World Heavyweight Championship. So, yeah. But anyway, back to Monday Night Raw. Oh, fuck, what happened? Oh yeah, Asuka beat Lana.
Bruh.
We got Matt Riddle wrestling twice on the show because of literally no reason. AJ Styles put together a tag team match where he was the referee, the special guest referee, for zero, and I mean zero reason. Like, there was seriously no reason for them to do that, except for filler. And we got Retribution, Mustafa Ali versus Ricochet, which I heard was a very good match, but I shit you not, when this match came on, I fell asleep, so I woke up at... I went to bed probably... I think that match came on around like 9:30, and obviously the show ends at 10, and I woke up at 11, so I completely fucking missed. And I missed nothing, because even though they're building up like Orton and Wyatt and shit, Undertaker, I do not think... Undertaker is not going to have his final farewell in front of fucking nobody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's clearly at Survivor Series to set something up, and I really think if you want, and it's gotta be for real this time, man. If you want one more, and I mean one, seriously one,
Last one
more match, serious this time. One more match with The Undertaker. You have to do... You can't even do fucking Streak versus Career. Something versus Career. Okay, if you want one more match out of The Undertaker, bro, you have to look at none other than Bray. You have to do the Bray match, bro. Whether you want that in a Firefly Funhouse match, whether you want that in a fucking Boneyard match, whether you want that in a Firefly Boneyard match, or whether you want that in the ring, I don't know how that would turn out. I would probably do that in a cinematic setting, but then again, you have to look at the aspect of Taker's last match being in a cinematic setting. I don't know if they would be down to do something like that. But Bray, you have to do the Bray match if you want one last gasp of breath from the dead man. You have to do the Fiend match. Do not have and no disrespect to Drew, but do not have the Undertaker's last match be against Drew, because... And I love Drew,
it's just,
but that's not his spot. You know what I mean? You have to do the Bray match, bro. You really do. And yeah, I think if you want to do one last hoorah with Taker, you have to look at that. You have to look at that match with the Fiend, and I think that's what they'll end up doing. Which is why I suggest that they stop making all these references to McIntyre and Orton, because what I think they're going to do is put the three of them in a TLC match for the championship, and obviously the Fiend will lose, but the thing is with that's not how the story with Randy... See, they got themselves caught up. They really did get themselves caught up with all this bullshit, bro, because that's not the point of Bray bringing up all this, all this storylines from 2017 or whatever. Just for the Fiend to lose in a TLC match, we're like, shit, couldn't get this one, guys. Back to the funhouse I go, back to the drawing board. And after he does something like that to Undertaker, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? What are you gonna do? You gonna have him go after Orton after he attacked Undertaker? Unless you want to do the Fiend versus Undertaker for the WWE title. I'm a little leery about Orton and Edge for the WWE title. Bro, I mean, if you want to have the Fiend retain, you know what I mean? But bro, again, they have just like seriously given up all fucking hope with this show. I mean, they seriously make the most boneheaded fucking decisions on the planet, and none of this shit makes any sense, bro. So that's Monday Night Raw in a fucking nutshell, man. What did you think about this god awful show?
I didn't even watch it live, first of all, because why would I do that? I just, I actually, tuned in the night hour. I forgot what I saw, but I instantly left because fuck that, man. Other than that, man, that show just fucking, it just sucks. What is the point of Monday Night Raw, bro? What are they building? They're not even building towards Survivor Series. They're just referencing it. It's like, dude, we're not 2 months away from Survivor Series. We're what, 2 weeks? Isn't it next weekend?
Yes.
Like, bro, build it up. Fucking, next week is the go home show to Survivor Series. And it feels like we're 5 weeks away from this show. And they aren't building it up at all. And these shows are useless. Raw last night was so useless. The only clip I watched was that Alexa Bliss clip. That's just because I'm a brain mark and I want to see what the fuck happens, man. Other than that, you waste so much time in filler with a 24/7 title. Why is that even a thing, and why is that on Raw television? And then it's just like, bro, stop giving these matches, stop announcing these matches. If they want to do all this shit, man, just wait till after Survivor Series at least, bro. It's literally wait 3 weeks and then you can start doing different matches for these champions, man. It's really not that hard, man. This show is just it's useless. There's no other word for it than just useless, man.
Yeah. Yeah, to say the least, man. To say the very least, this show is anything but productive and literally does nothing for anybody. Because
Really.
of reasons that are unknown. I honestly couldn't tell you, man. I really couldn't tell you. But man, when you talk about a clusterfuck, you're looking at Raw, man, and not to mention the way that the Miz was acting towards Orton. I was watching this. And it all goes back to when first of all, the cool thing about the Miz having the briefcase, bro, is like we're coming up on Survivor Series, and like the coincidence of 10 years later, that is so like weird. You know what I mean? That is so weird. 10 years later to the day. You know what I mean? And I believe it's like almost to the arena. I believe. I would have to look into that. But I heard people talking about it, man, and I think it might be to the arena, which is a crazy, crazy coincidence. But anyway.
Damn.
Yeah, seriously. But the thing is about that, I was noticing the Miz was talking to Randy Orton, and he was telling him that, don't be worried. Me and Morrison were gonna go after the tag belts, and I'm listening to this. I'm like, whatever happened to the Miz that would straight up, Randy Orton was dogging on him and Morrison. So whatever happened to the Miz that would just straight up be like, yeah, you're fucking damn right. I am gonna cash in on you, and that belt's gonna be mine. You know what I mean? Whatever happened to that Miz? I mean, what was the reason to try to? Oh no, me and Morrison were gonna go after the Raw Tag Team Championships. Like, dude, who at that point, I don't know who they're taking for more of a fucking idiot, Orton or us. You think Orton's gonna be like, oh yeah, all right, he's cool. He's not gonna cash out. I mean, he's gonna. Knowing WWE, they would have The Miz cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase on the fucking New Day. Knowing WWE, that's the type of bullshit they would pull.
That would be so garbage.
But I hear a lot of people saying, man, just rumors, by the way. I hear a lot of people saying that a lot of people do not think that The Miz is going to successfully cash in. So with that being said, are they going to waste the Money in the Bank briefcase for 6 years in a row? Officially? I mean, holy. And also with The Miz, are they just going to put the WWE title on him because he has a reality TV show on USA?
Probably. Most likely. You
got to think about that, too. Yep, you got to think about... With WWE, like, when The Miz truly deserved that, he was so undermined. But now that he's got a reality TV show, oh yeah, sure, we'll give him the WWE title. Sure, it'll fucking spark up our ratings, as if that makes any fucking sense. Like, people are gonna watch the fucking show for The Miz at this stage of the game. But yeah, so, I mean, I'm watching this, I'm like, I'm thinking, who are they taking for more of idiots? Who are they taking? Us? Like, we're gonna be like, he's cool with Orton, he's not gonna cash in on them. And then you have to look, like, how fucking stupid would Randy Orton be to think to himself and say, oh yeah, he just told me he's not gonna cash in on me, he's cool, I believe him. Like, what fucking sense does that make?
Seriously, man.
Seriously, bro. Just leaving me shaking my head. I, like, literally the whole time I've been talking about The Miz. I know you guys can't see me, but I'm just sitting here shaking my head. I'm just sitting here shaking my fucking head talking about this godforsaken show. Yeah, so that's my grievances with fucking Raw. You ready to talk about, or were you done with Raw?
I'm gonna say it's about the Money in the Bank, bro. Why do they do it every year if they have no plans on it? Just skip a year. If you really don't have a plan, just don't do it that year. And then when you do it, and you do something with it, it looks important. Because when you do it every year and don't do shit, it looks like shit. But we could move on to the AEW stuff.
Alright. Well, without further ado, man, today we got a like a 20-minute little, like, press conference skit, man, and it was none other than the number one contender for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship, man, the cleaner, Kenny Omega, on this, and he went over, he basically went over that, you know, they've been working really hard, they've been working around the clock, they've been, you know, putting this together, and he said that the game is still in early development, and he showed a little clip of it, and it was kind of a like prank teaser, I guess. It was a pixelated game. He was saying, you know, this is what the fans, you know, have wanted. They wanted to create a game that is easy to play, but hard to master, and it's fun for everyone, and they hopefully have a GM mode in it, and yeah, so he said something that's easy to play, hard to master, and they've been working tirelessly on the game, and he showed, a clip of, like I said, like a little pixelated game, trash, something that's fucking should have been made 20 years ago. But then obviously he said he was kidding, and that he was going to show them the real trailer for the game in early development. So we got a trailer, and we got a bit of gameplay from Kenny and Chris. Not gameplay, but, like trailer style. They're fighting each other. V-triggers, Judas effects. And they also showed a little clip teaser of Hikaru Shida versus Kenny Omega, so I guess that's confirming that there will be intergender wrestling in AEW's video game. Just to announce that they would be partnering with Ukes, who used to make some WWE games back in the day. I don't know the last one they made. I know I think the SmackDown vs. Raws were Ukes and THQ, if I'm not mistaken. But, isn't THQ out of business now?
Yeah, I
Damn.
think they were bought by another company and just assimilated into them, you could say.
I see. Yeah, so AEW announced that, they're partnering with Ukes to make their video game, and Kenny Omega said that he wanted to have a game that is enjoyable, it's fun, and something to revive wrestling games. Then we got Aubrey Edwards announcing the mobile game, AEW Elite General Manager. And obviously it's a mobile game, so, you sign wrestlers and stuff and put your matches together and whatnot. Then we got Britt Baker coming out. She just announced the AEW Games t-shirt. It's pretty simple. Just go check it out on the website. It just says AEW Games on it, the AEW Games logo. So, then Cody came out and announced AEW Casino Double or Nothing. And that one, I think, is coming out the soonest, because he did mention, something that they could play now, as to where the console game is in early development. And if you guys have not seen the pictures for this, just go to Google, look up AEW Games, and you will see a whole bunch of pictures, man. It looks like, the best way for me to describe it, it looks like WWE All-Stars. And if it plays like WWE All-Stars, that game's gonna be fun as fuck. Because WWE All-Stars was super fucking fun. I mean, oversells, amazing shit, bro. Amazing shit. Would I like to see them kind of go into a 2K, look to it? Sure, right? I think all of us would. But for now, I think that would be a kick-ass way to start off, their game, and
yeah,
I like it. I like it a lot. It looks like All-Stars. It looks just like All-Stars in basically in an AEW setting. And I dig it. Obviously we did not see too much. But Kenny Omega did say that he hopes that this is what's going to revive and be one of the best wrestling games out there. And if it plays anything like WWE All-Stars, it will. Because WWE All-Stars was very, very good gameplay-wise. Obviously, those kind of games, in my opinion, run dry a little bit. But again, if they, integrate career mode and my GM, obviously WWE All-Stars was pretty thin, to the point where you basically only had 1-on-1, 2-on-2 matches. It didn't really have a story or a GM mode or anything like that. But if AEW can put modes in there, which they did mention, that is going to make it fun, the game will be just fucking fine. And it does not take me saying that, bro. I mean, if anybody in the chat, bro, has played WWE All-Stars, I mean, you know what I'm talking about, man. So it doesn't take a dumbass to figure that out. If you have that kind of gameplay and fun-ass game modes, that game should hopefully be one of the best wrestling games out there, man. And hopefully it can revive WWE, or not WWE, wrestling games in general. Because wrestling games nowadays, it's this. I wouldn't mind if 2K did a game like this that you see on your screen, and the next year did some kind of All-Stars format and flip-flopped. Just flip-flopped it. You know what I mean? To the point where we get cartoon, oversell, fucking crazy shit, whatever, over-exaggerated wrestling. And then, slow it down with a bit of more realistic but fun with the obviously great game modes and shit. But no, we get literally the fucking same game every fucking year. And it, like, bro, 2K is so lazy. For 2K20, they did not even switch Johnny Gargano's attire. It's the same fucking attire. Like, they are so incredibly lazy with this game, and there is no, sure, they have game modes, but they're boring, they're dry. People have been asking for GM mode for fucking, we also can't
Years.
forget about 2K22. That should hopefully have GM mode, and if it doesn't, I encourage everybody to not buy that game because they clearly don't give a fuck at that point. But I think it will. I think it will. But even at that, who the fuck are we gonna have to play with? They fucking fire everybody. You look at how thin these rosters are. You know what I mean? So, AEW, man, the game looks fantastic from what we see of it now. And obviously them, Kenny saying, game modes are a huge thing in these games and it makes it fun. And it should be just that, bro. And I'm very excited to see what they got coming for us. And I'm even more excited to see when it's going to come out. Maybe if we're lucky, man, if we're lucky, I'm thinking maybe the end, about a year, maybe. But if not, we're looking at about another year and a half, which sucks, but what are you gonna do, man? But yeah, what did you think about the announcement of AEW's console games and all their other mobile games and stuff?
Yeah, bro. I'm not a mobile game guy, so I'm not really like too interested in what those games have.
Me
But
neither.
for those who are, they look good for the people that do like those type of games. So good for them, man. And probably for the mobile games, probably half of their roster just wants one that they can play when they're out back on the road and shit. So, those look good. But the console game, bro. I'm really digging it, bro. A lot of people are shitting on the way it looks, which, of course, I didn't expect it to look like fucking 2K right off the bat. And it's a nice break from the 2K games graphics, man. I like them. I like the graphics, man. I don't think they're bad at all. I'm glad they weren't what I was like expecting, which is like an 8-bit super retro kind of look. I'm glad with the look they went with. It's a realistic look, which I prefer, but still got that cartoony aspect, which I think is like just it's a great look, man. And I have no idea how the All Stars play, but everyone is comparing it to it, so I hope it plays good. And from what I'm hearing, it does play really good, man. So if it is like that game, bro, it should be some heat, bro. Especially for a first game, I think they're gonna start off pretty good, man. Um, my only concern is they better, not they better, but I hope they know what they should put in the game, like as of shit to do. So I think they will, though. I think we'll have a lot of different type of matches to play, man. And clearly, AEW, I feel, are down to put intergender wrestling in the game. So if the people want that, they can have that, man. Which it might be fun to squash some people at some people, man. But overall, man, the game looks really good. I like it. I like the look. I dig it. It's different from 2K and it's refreshing. I would eventually prefer them to evolve into a 2K kinda 2K quality looking game. But right now, I think this looks great. Um, and the gameplay, let's just hope it's good, man. I'm hearing it should be good, man. People are hoping it's good. I think it'll be good, and I fucking hope so. It's clearly still in the works, man. Kenny, looking like fucking Steve Jobs, said that he's got ukes, which people developing this game are going 24 hours working on this game, man. Which cool, man. I'm guessing around mid 2021 this game should come out, maybe spring, if they're really fucking doing it fast, man. But overall, man, game is looking good, man. The game's looking really good, man. So yeah, man. I just the release date, like I said, will probably be around spring next year to mid next year, man.
You think
Because,
so?
I mean, I'm guessing they've been working on it for like almost a year by now. I'm guessing, unless they just started this game a couple months ago, then I think it's decently, I think it's probably like halfway made, I'm guessing. So, overall, though, looks good, bro. Looks good. And I'm really excited for it, man.
For sure, man. For sure. Yeah, this game looks dope. But I'm hoping
Most
we
definitely.
also get a bit of more like interactive with it, I guess, if that's the right word. Like,
Hmm.
one thing I like
I
about
get what you mean.
2K is you can
The
walk
creator.
pretty much anywhere, like when you're having a match.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And I want to be able to go on the stage and throw people off the stage and stuff like that, and all that jazz, bro, and go in the crowd and stuff. So I'm hoping those kind of things are there for us to use. But yeah, it's you know um I was just watching the trailer just now while you were talking, and man, I almost forget how the AEW stage like looks like in an arena. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
With
Like with the
crowds, yeah.
with the long ramp. It's almost weird how it looks. The
I
two
know.
tunnels.
It's so weird.
Yeah, considering what we get now, we just get the two tunnels, and then they're basically like right at the stairs to go in the ring.
Hmm.
I don't know, but yeah,
It's
man.
crazy.
Yeah, man. I mean, I hope and I think they do understand what we are missing out of these WWE games is game modes. 2K
Hmm. That's
is
what they need
that one step away from
from great games.
from a great video game is the game modes, having a fun game. You know what I mean? The looks can only take you so far. You know what I mean? The looks, they really can only take you so far. So what are you gonna do, man, when you got this great looking game but nothing to fucking do on it? You know what I mean? Like nobody wants to sit here for a year and fucking dilly dally around playing fucking Pete Dunne versus Kalisto for the fuck of it. You know what I mean? Like no, no,
Yeah.
it's just not fun. You know what I mean? And it can only take you so far, and that's what 2K has not capitalized on, bro. Is game modes. That is their huge flaw.
Exactly.
That is their huge flaw. So yeah, so yeah, bro. But I'm excited. I'm really excited to see what's up with this game, man. I really am. And I'm excited to see when it comes out. That's what I'm really excited to see. Thing is, I guess I guess I am kind of I guess my guess is probably incorrect because Kenny Omega also did say, forgot to add this in there, that this new game is going to be for current and next gen. So, game's going to come out on PS4 and Xbox, whatever the hell the Xbox is called. I think it's just called yeah, Xbox One. Um so yeah, I think that this game should, yeah, probably about spring or
I'm guessing.
probably middle of next year, bro. So I mean, it would be nice to have them come out with the game like earlier in the year. But another thing with
Hmm.
AEW games, I don't think they're going to be annual.
No, they aren't. They really aren't.
Yeah, I don't think they are. I don't think they're going to be annual. I think they're probably going to come out with them how UFC does it. So like every 2 years,
Hmm.
just to whatever. I mean, I'm sure if AEW has really listened, they will know that fans like updates by this fucking point because I mean by this point
They
in
gotta know.
WWE games, um everything's so outdated. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Everything is like extremely fucking outdated. And yeah, man, I can't believe we still got another year to wait for a new wrestling game.
I know.
That's
Shit's
insane.
crazy, bro.
Still have 1 year.
God. It'll probably come around about this time next year for 2K22.
Yeah. Also,
that game
2K
shit.
needs to do it in September, because everybody else gets their new game in September. And we're sitting here like fucking idiots playing this shit.
Swear.
Having it,
God.
not even playing it, having it sit on our home screens while everybody plays their brand new game. We still gotta look at this old piece of shit. And by that point, it's gonna be 2 years old. So, yeah, so next and current gen. Man, I think, yeah, probably about the middle of next year. And I think July would be good, especially if 2K's in October. I think definitely like July or June, maybe even May would be good. Earlier half of the year for AEW games, and then later half of the year for, WWE. So yeah, man. Is there anything else you wanted to go over?
Shit, man. No, nothing I can remember this week, because, yeah, we said everything about AEW, other than the game, in the, I was about to say All Out, the Full Gear review, man. Wait, did you watch BT?
I did.
Yeah, bro. That shit with Hangman at the end.
I was thinking,
shit was funny, but...
Was he gonna go congratulate them? Or what was...
I think he was.
Like, what was he... I wonder what he was gonna go do. Was he gonna go talk to him? Who knows?
I think he was trying to go celebrate with the man, and he clearly didn't see he was gonna be invited, man. That shit's crazy.
Man.
God.
Man, I wonder... I wonder when we're gonna find out who picked up the phone.
I know. I really want to know. They should have built that on fucking Dynamite, bro.
They should have, dude. They need to put shit like that on Dynamite, because if you're gonna have these huge storylines, and like some of these people don't watch BTE, so like some of the shit may not make sense. They're talking about fucking somebody picking up a phone out of a pumpkin, and the people that don't watch BTE are like, "What the fuck?
Like, what?
What the fuck is he talking about a pumpkin for?" You know what I mean? So they need to start putting stuff like that on, and you can even put the exact clip and be like, if you want to see this footage, go check out BTE, and this is, I don't know, man. They just they gotta
shit on Dynamite.
Yeah, just to interlock this shit, build intrigue, because then the 800,000 people that are watching the show are like, oh shit, who picked up the phone? You know what I mean? Builds intrigue, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man. So, I love what they're doing with that storyline, man. It's straight up fantastic, bro. Love it.
I swear, bro, but that's all I got.
Yeah, same here, man. All right, well, I guess that'll do it.
Most definitely, bro.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so that was your episode of Notorious Unscripted, man. I think the title of this one is going to be, Can AEW Bring Wrestling Games Back to Prominence, bro? Can they bring it back to where it once was? Hopefully. I'm really hoping on it. And we haven't seen much yet, so I can't give a huge take on it, but what I can give you is if it plays anything like All-Stars, and if it plays anything like All-Stars, and if it has really good game modes, we're looking at a great wrestling game, man. And we're talking about people that truly have their finger on the pulse of what needs to be done, and what fucking we've waited so long for, because we've been so accustomed to this WWE garbage that we fucking get in the form of television, fucking t-shirts, and video games. The only thing WWE seems to get right is who they have make their action figures for them. It's the only fucking thing they have. That seriously is the only fucking thing they have going for them. And yeah, so that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast. Once again, if you guys do not know how this show works, we got Notorious Unscripted on any day of the week except for Friday, no matter what. And why is that? It's because we got news on Friday, so stay tuned to the news on Friday. And if you guys also have not watched before and you guys do not know who we are here at the Notorious Sales Podcast, it has been me, one half of your host, Johnny Mayhem.
And the other Sir K.
And that is going to do it for this edition of Notorious Unscripted. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys on Friday with the news.
Peace.